Good morning. It's Callie Ray.
And Jenna Ray.
Duff.
Today is day 19. We have one more day left. We are coming through Colorado and into Utah today. Draper will be our last location for a hope session until we get back to Boise. And I am looking long and shaggy, ready for a haircut. Sorry, but we're all tan. We're all tan coming up. So today's big thing, we were excited. We were going to head across western Colorado and then so this is our last state. This is officially the last of our southern 48. We have one more state to do. Joff and I will be doing that state in August to make our 50th state of the 50 state tour. But of this lower southern route, Colorado was the last state we had not been in. So we've now accomplished that. We came into right across the border last night, Burlington, little tiny town, but we were officially in Colorado, so officially celebrated knocking it off of the map last night. But today we're actually driving. The plan was...
I celebrated with going to bed because I was tired.
Yeah, we are pretty wiped out at this point. Driving literally across the entire state of Colorado from east border to west border on Highway 70. And we just, this morning we saw, while we were having breakfast in the hotel, noticed that there were wildfires in Colorado. And I thought, uh-oh. And our GPS just rerouted us. So when we looked up the news, unfortunately, the route that we were driving through is all on fire. They have several, like 13 fires and a lot of evacuations and just a lot of emergency going on that side of the state. So we're super disappointed because we're being rerouted up to the route that we took on the northern route. But it's not really changing our destination time. We just won't get to see what we wanted to. And we just want to stay out of the way of emergency workers, homes, people who are being evacuated, and keep the freeways and the back roads open for those people who need to get out of harm's way. And our prayers go out to them. Being from Idaho, we're very familiar with wildfires, and we understand the gravity of it and the emergent nature of it. So we're inconvenienced, we're disappointed, but prayer goes up to help those who are in need at this point.
Yeah, all right. Just heading through a little Wyoming instead.
We're going to go see Wyoming again. And we've traveled that road a number of times, so it won't be anything new for us. But we are still ending up at Draper, Utah, which is just outside of Salt Lake. And then we'll spend some time knocking around Salt Lake tomorrow before we head back to Boise. So, yeah, what'd you think of Kansas, folks?
Plain.
Yeah.
I like Oklahoma's pretty, but Kansas is good.
Yeah.
It was a lot of nothing.
You won't see me moving to Kansas anytime soon.
And again, being from Idaho, we're used to a lot of nothing. You know, we've got some wide open spaces, but it's just really flat. It's pretty. It's really pretty, but I wasn't expecting all of the oil rigs in Kansas. I didn't realize. I think of that in Wyoming. I think of it in the Dakotas, Texas, of course, Oklahoma.
I didn't see as much in Oklahoma. It was greener than I
Yeah, Oklahoma was super green, and
the Tulsa area.
only saw a few oil rigs there. So probably the route we were on.
The beautiful Arkansas River that runs right through Tulsa.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. I could live in Tulsa.
Yeah, Tulsa's. It's been fun because as we're driving this, Joff's like, I could live here. No, I wouldn't want to live here. Yeah, this is a beautiful place. How much would it cost to live here? So it's kind of been fun to imagine us relocated to different parts of the country. But
Probably no Jeet Kune Do instructors in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Could be the first.
I don't know, maybe. You never know. So anyway, that's the update.
But I could live there.
That's the update. We loved Oklahoma, Kansas. We're okay being done with, and Colorado. We're sad that we're not going to get to see the beautiful part of Colorado that we're not as familiar with.
We're in the high desert. Looks like Idaho.
It does look like Idaho right here.
Eastern side of Colorado.
Sagebrush.
Sagebrush.
Rolling hills, brown. Yeah, it looks a lot like Idaho right here. our part of Idaho. All right, y'all, we'll see you in Utah. Shine on. All right, Jeff wanted me to give a little update on the socials. So we are in eastern Colorado, and the plan was to head to do eastern border to western border and come up through Utah, staying in Salt Lake tonight. But maybe you're aware, maybe you're not, this whole area right here, what they call Eagle County, is all on fire, and so they are evacuating. And if you notice that I-70 goes right through the middle of that county, through the middle of the big fires in Colorado. So we saw it this morning on the news, the hotel, and then our GPS just rerouted us. Not too excited because we're going to miss all this beautiful part of Colorado that we've not really seen. But we're going to be rerouted and head up to Wyoming and across a route we're very familiar with, and we actually did it on our northern route. So disappointing, but you know, being from Idaho, we're familiar with wildfires, so we want to stay out of the way of emergency responders and people who are trying to evacuate, get their families, their loved ones, their animals out in safety. So we're not going to go into the mess. We're going to follow the warnings and deviate up through Wyoming. Doesn't really change our ETA much, but our second, only 2 reroutes that we've had on this entire southern route. First one in Jacksonville because of severe thunderstorms, and this one because of wildfires in the